This video is for building Java programs, exercise 9.4 MonsterTruck. We're using the Practice It website. And this is very similar to a problem that I have already described. Go and check out my videos on Selfcheck 9.8 car truck, which lays out this scenario initially, and then car truck 2. This one isn't strictly necessary, but you'll see some more work. In particular, this one here, how this class is extended, how you do this kind of vroom thing. Okay, so go take a look at those if you haven't already yet. But here we are back at 9.4. So it's got the same car and truck that we had in the second of those two problems. But now what they want us to do is to write a monster truck. So let me bring up this map that I drew. So there's a car method here, class. It's got M1, M2, and toString. The truck method extends car. I forgot to draw those little arrows there. And M2 was overridden by calling M1, and toString was overridden by calling the toString of car twice to make it say vroom vroom. Now they want us to write monster truck. So M1 is just going to say monster 1. So monster 1, so the problem specifically says don't try to just hard code everything here. You do actually have to hard code monster 1 because there's nowhere else you can get monster 1 from. But for M2, don't just try to print out truck 1, car 1. What they want you to do is actually call the appropriate superclass methods. So where is truck 1 here? That is in your immediate superclass right here. So figure out how to how do you access the superclass, and then call the M1 method on it to print truck 1. And then they want you to print car 1. So how do you print car 1? Now you can see that car 1 is up here in the super's super. Okay. You might think the right thing to do is to do the same thing that you used to access the superclass and do it twice, call the super. But actually you can't do that, and that's because they don't want you calling a ton of superclasses. Instead, you notice that in this case car 1, it's up here, yes, but it's actually available already to this class here through M2. So if you call this truck's M2, it'll print out car 1. So you have to call make two separate calls, okay, to the superclass to get the right functions here. Put those two together, and you'll be able to return the right thing. And then lastly, the toString. So monster, okay, monster doesn't appear anywhere in these two classes here. So you do need to hard code returning monster, okay? But then where do you get vroom from? Remember, if you took a look at that other example, you know that the toString for the truck class, your superclass, returns vroom. So you can just access, again, a little string concatenation and calling your superclass. So that should help you figure out how to do monster truck. If you've found this helpful, please like and subscribe.